Heart racing, cold sweat, you bolt upright in the night. Sound familiar?
Why does the movie theater in our brain, instead of showing comedies, sometimes play horror movies like this? Is it because you watched a scary movie? Or is it an omen? Not at all. The scientific answer behind nightmares is way more amazing.
Welcome to biology class. Today, we're going to dissect a nightmare to see how it's made. The most common cause of nightmares is what happens to you during the day.
Stress, anxiety, fear, all the negative emotions from your day get collected by your brain. And at night, when you sleep, that's when your brain begins the process of taking out the emotional trash.
This stuff will make a great horror film!
That's why if you're worried about a test during the day, you might dream about showing up to the test without a pen.
Basically, a nightmare is your brain's way of rehearsing your fears, so you can confront and overcome them. But sometimes, this movie doesn't just play once.
Recurring nightmares. This is a slightly more serious sign.
It's often related to psychological trauma. The brain gets stuck on that moment and can't process it. The nightmare repeats like a scratched film reel, trying to make you watch it until you can face it and heal.
Only 2 reasons in and the brain is already looking complex, right? If you want to know why eating spicy food can also cause nightmares, hit follow and like right now so you don't miss the surprising truths to come.
Welcome back. Sometimes, nightmares don't come from the mind, but from your own body.
When you have a fever, the high body temperature can scramble your brain's activity, causing strange and scary dreams.
What about eating spicy or greasy food right before bed?
They raise your body temperature and force your digestive system to overwork, sending distress signals to your brain and disrupting your sleep.
Certain medications can also be the culprit, as they affect the chemicals in your brain. Even issues like sleep apnea can cause nightmares due to the brain being suddenly deprived of oxygen. But there's an extremely interesting and modern theory about nightmares. It's not a bug, it's a feature.
Number 4. Some scientists believe that nightmares are a virtual reality training room for the brain.
Every night, the brain creates scary scenarios for you to rehearse how to react to threats. For example, a dream of being chased might be your brain training your run reflex, helping you become faster and better at finding exits. A dream of falling could be your brain practicing its reaction to losing balance. According to this theory, a nightmare is a form of gym for your survival instincts in a safe environment.
So when this horror movie or gym session is happening, how does your body react?
First, the fear alarm center in your brain is activated at full blast. This causes the same physical reactions as real fear: fast heart rate, rapid breathing, sweating.
But why does it often feel like we can't scream or run in a dream?
It's a genius safety mechanism. When you dream, your brain temporarily shuts off your ability to control your muscles.
This is to prevent you from acting out your dreams. Imagine what would happen if you were actually running and punching in your sleep.
That helpless feeling of trying to run but not being able to is the conflict between your brain's command and your body's paralyzed state.
And finally, that intense fear will often wake up the rational part of your brain. It recognizes the dream's absurdity and decides to
Exit the game, waking you up to end the nightmare.
So, is there anything we can do to make our movie theater play fewer horror films?
Yes. First and foremost, reduce your daytime stress. Less garbage means the brain has less material to make horror movies.
Try meditating, listening to relaxing music, or journaling before bed to empty your anxieties.
Second, have a regular sleep schedule. Going to bed and waking up at the same time helps your brain's clock run smoothly.
And of course, avoid heavy meals, spicy food, or watching horror movies right before you go to sleep.
In summary, nightmares are a complex phenomenon. They are the brain's way of processing emotions, dealing with trauma, and even training for survival.
Some people can even learn lucid dreaming to take control and change the content of their nightmares. Most nightmares are normal. Just see them as a fascinating and mysterious part of the human brain.
What about you? What's the weirdest or most awkward nightmare you've ever had? Share it in the comments below.
If this video helped you be less afraid of your nightmares, don't forget to hit like.
Thanks for watching. I wish you sweet dreams tonight. See you next time.
Children have more nightmares than adults because their brains are still developing and learning how to process new emotions and fears.
Sometimes, just talking about your nightmare to someone can be an effective way to reduce its fear.
If nightmares happen too frequently and seriously affect your life, don't hesitate to seek help from a professional.
Understanding nightmares is the first step to conquering them.
Goodbye and see you in the next class.
Even our fears have a scientific explanation.